It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Two Chefs Brewing Company, and this is a can of their Dragon's Kiss. It's a session IPA coming in at 3.5% ABV in a 330 milliliter can. There's a look at the can wrap. They're based in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. If I can get this camera to focus, I'm going to show you the back of the can. Yeah, that's a complete muddle at the moment. There you go. Can you see that? It took me ages to find that. Where I'm pressing my finger now. That 3.5% ABV. I was like, what's the ABV on this beer? I can't see. Yeah, 3.5. But if you buy a beer from Two Chefs Brewing Company, it's on the back in tiny small print. Who needs to know the ABV anyway? Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. We got a one finger whitehead, straw coloured beer, slow moving carbonation. Looks pretty good. You can hear it. Well, you can hear it hissing and fizzing there in the glass. Let's get the aroma on this beer then. Ooh, very zesty. Very, very zesty. Ooh, fresh lemons. Fresh lemons, fresh lemon zest, fresh lemon peel, fresh grapefruit. Really fresh grapefruit aroma coming through. A little bit of spiciness and pepperiness. It smells really good. It does. It smells absolutely fantastic. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's fabulous. That is really good. It's really good because it's really refreshing. Really juicy. Oh. You get this fresh tangerine flavour. When you think about a tangerine, you know, or a nice big fleshy blood orange, you're ripping the skin apart or ripping the skin off the orange in anticipation. Sometimes I like to eat an orange when I'm really thirsty. So you're pulling the orange apart and you're really thirsty, and then you start eating the orange, and it's so satisfying because you're quenching your thirst with all the juiciness in the orange. I mean, okay, you probably need a glass of water after, or a glass of squash or orange juice or something, because it's not enough. I'm not saying an orange is enough to quench your thirst, but everything, you know, when you're hungry or when you're thirsty, everything gets switched on a little bit more. Your senses become a little bit more switched on. So you're eating that orange and you're like, oh, I can really taste this. I can really kind of really feel the flesh and feel the taste, and it's just wonderful. What I'm saying here with this beer is you get all of that loveliness from biting into a juicy orange, but because it's 3.5% ABV, it's so juicy, it's so refreshing and so light. The malt build, what I'm saying here is the malt build is not getting in the way. Sometimes the malt build can get in the way of what a beer should be. It should be really refreshing. And sometimes they're not, because they may put too much malt in the beer and it becomes a bit cloyny and a bit sticky, a bit full-bodied. But this has none of that issue, none of that problem, because it's only 3.5% ABV and they've used light malts and they've hopped it very generously. Oh, so you're getting a ton of that flavour, an absolute ton of that flavour. And if you have a look, if I can rock the beer back and forth, you can see that carbonation chasing the head of the glass. You can see the beer's got a nice little bit of lacing going on. It's just massively chuggable. You just want to chug it down, smash it down. I've not spoke about the malt in this. I spoke about malt in every other beer in this review, but not the malt in this beer. So let's cover the malt then in this beer. It's nice and sweet. There's a nice level of sweetness to it, but it's like a light cracker bread sweetness rather than an overly bready, biscuity sweetness going on. It's really lovely. It's a really, really lovely beer. I'm not dancing around the kitchen doing a Stone the Crows. Maybe I should. Maybe I should, because if this was a really, really lovely double IPA, then I would be. You've seen me, Stone the Crows, and you've seen me doing that. But perhaps I need to do it for the really light, well balanced, really smashable, drinkable, low ABV session IPAs. Dragon's Kiss, 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't avert your gaze. Only dinosaurs think this is a phase. Dragon loving will ease your suffering. If you can't see two dragons kissing, you don't know what you're missing. Pucker up in the sake of this. Everybody is awaiting a dragon's kiss. Stay woke. Oh, stay woke. Oh, I don't know. Is that a political message? Stay woke. I don't know. I didn't come up with that, just in case I get accused of anything here. Let's get this focused. I might get some... No, we're not going to say anything. I didn't write that on the can. It was the brewer. I just read it. You've got to be so careful on the internet these days, don't you? It's a shame, really, because you can't... I show my true character. I just don't care. But I refuse these days to get drawn into stuff. I don't get drawn into... I mean, of course, I have my own views on things. But I don't like to show it on the internet, because you'll always come across people who have the different views to you, and they want to argue with you, and I just can't be bothered with all of that. So I stay out of it. I just stay out of it. So Two Chefs Brewing Session IPA, gonna rate it. I think it's fantastic. I think that's fantastic enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.